Hello everyone, my name is Ronan and welcome back to the channel. Now, I know it's been a while since I've made a video. It's been a long time. I think it was 9 months or so now. Life was busy. Transformers collection was... I was burning out. But now, I am back at it. I've gotten a lot of Legacy stuff. And so, let's just get on with this review. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Leader Class Legacy Evolutions Skyquake. Green. A lot of green. Very much green. Skyquake here takes a lot of nods from the G1 toy of Dreadwind, with the cockpit being flat on the front and then the head sculpt being completely different to what the animation is in the Prime show. But, I mean, it's not a bad toy. It's a really good toy, honestly. Good posability, good paint, good articulation. It's an okay transformation, but otherwise it's okay. I mean, for a Leader Class, it's nice and big and chunky, so we really like that. Painting and sculpting, the head is painted very nicely. You see with some dark gray, gunmetal gray, and then some light silver. And there's even light piping, but I don't think it works. I have a flashlight with me, little one. It doesn't even work. There's no way you're getting light out of that thing. There's nothing coming out. But I mean, there's some nice silvery colors going on. This is more of a beigey silver. And we even get some paint on the back for the alt mode and everything. Thrusters are those caster painted. These are painted. But yeah, looks pretty good. He's got some silver everywhere, so it really breaks up the color of green overload. Oh my god, I wish there was like blue or purple in his deco, or even just black, but no, they couldn't do that. At least in the robot mode, there's a lot of this color on the backs of the wings so that they really make it pop instead of looking very bland. Also, heels, he doesn't really have any. He kind of just has thrusters with little notches at the end. So if you pull these out a little bit, you might be able to get him to stand a little bit better. But he's pretty back heavy if you don't have him hunched forward a little bit, which he doesn't like to do in the first place. There we go. Come on. Okay, that works. Posability is pretty good. He has a sliding joint. Oh my god, lighting, please. He has a sliding joint at the base of his neck, and he can look up and down like that. Head can rotate on a ball joint. The shoulder pads, they're on two different hinges. They're on a hinge there, a hinge, and then a ball joint on the hinge. So they're really posable. Arms move forward and back. They can go out that far. Oh god, he's even got forward butterfly if you want to count that. He's got double elbow joint, which kind of goes like that. Oh, jeez, really tight arm rotation, which I can't. Okay, we'll just do it like this then. Tight arm rotation. Wrist articulation, he has a swivel, and if you open up the panel here, you can go out and in, and in. There we go, and in. I did not want to do that. Oh my god. Technical difficulties. Put that back. Now he's got an ab crunch, as you can tell, but it doesn't really lock in that well. He's got a waist swivel. He's got a kick up on a very soft ratchet. He's got a kick out. Oh, get ready for this. Now that's a nice ratchet. That sounds nice. And then he's got double knee bend, so he can kick that much inward. And if you even move the tail fin at the bottom, he can go even deeper, kind of. Put that back. His feet have toe down, a little bit of ankle pivot. Not a lot of ankle pivot at all. But his heel can move forward and back a little bit. Wow, why is that? Get in there. There we go. Oh, is it stuck? Did I break it? No. No, I didn't. Come on. Oh, he's got chicken legs now. What do I do? What have I done? Okay, I fixed it. It was the molding in the leg. if you go too far, the molding was like that much thicker, and so I just had to push it a little hard. So accessories he comes with his Gatling gun, which looks really nice. It even has a 5mm post that's too short there, and a 5mm post there on a ball joint so you can swivel around. And then he even comes with his sword, if it has to come out, which is collapsible. And when you flip it out, it looks like that. And it looks really bad. I don't like it. I don't like it that the fact that it's a block and then this. They could have made this angled so that it might look a little bit better, but whatever. And even worse, they made it so that it's not compatible with any other figures. Only him. Why? Why would you do that? The whole point about the 5mm ports is that you can use weapons from like a decade ago, and they still work. He can only hold it in his left hand. He can't hold it in his right. I mean, and it's too small. So not only did they annoy, I know it annoys me that they did that, but and then the size too. It's not big enough for a character like this. Looks wimpy. Looks like a toothpick. But whatever. It's not like it's not like I display him with the sword anyways. The Gatling gun, you can tab it, you can peg it into the bottom of his hand and then bring it up and then do this. And I mean, it looks okay. You can try to pose it, but whoa. He's dying. Like either of the arms, it doesn't do that. It doesn't move like that, so you can't. You can try, but it won't, unless you go like that, maybe? That's better. What are the neighbors doing outside? Anyways, Gatling gun. It does have a little post on it, so let me get a blast effect. Can you get this one? You can. You probably heard that bang. Well, no, I want to know what's going on outside. Anyways, you can go bang, and then you can store the sword underneath, just like so. There we go, and it hides it away pretty nicely. It looks good. Looks like an energon canister of ammunition or something. I don't know. So let's look at some size comparisons. Here is another leader class figure that I've already reviewed for Legacy, and that was the Laser Prime, a very mid figure. Put that next to him. And I mean, it's a Voyager with an accessory, which is a trailer, so I mean, kind of counts. Another Legacy leader would be the Blitzwing figure. Wow, size difference. Leader. Now to get with another Prime figure, we have the Voyager class Bulkhead. I mean, it looks pretty good. They look pretty good together, honestly. And then for some just other Legacy figures, we got the deluxe animated Prowl. And then we have the deluxe TriggerCon crankcase. The Skyquake towers over the deluxes here. And I mean, he's a pretty good challenge for Bulkhead. Jet mode is pretty good. It's a pancake of a jet, but it's very nice considering what kind of other jets we've been getting, especially like Needle Nose. He looks fine. His jet mode, for me, the tolerances are a little iffy. He doesn't like hold together the best per se, but I mean, it's okay. The bottom's pretty nice. The legs are coiled up and the arms come through the center. And there's even weapon storage. There's this big port here right next to the 3mm port, and you can just push that in there, and it And now you get the minigum. Oh, jeez. Now you get the minigum on the bottom. And I mean, it looks fine. It looks fine. I mean, if it was a little bit more forward, I think it would look better aesthetically. But for what it is, it's a big green jet. For size comparisons, I'm just going to be using two figures. I'm going to be using the Leader class Laser Prime and the Voyager class Prime Bulkhead. He looks pretty good. With Bulkhead here, he's pretty big compared to him, but I really like that. It really works. One thing that I'm going to mention really quickly, for those who have troubles with it at home, the cockpit transformation, you don't just kind of put it there and do that. No, you need to make sure that this piece is below the hinge joint here. And then if I move this out of the way, see, that goes like that. But if you keep pushing, sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. You have to push like that so it locks in. That just fell. So you'll see here it goes like that, and then it pushes it like this. And then when it's time to push everything down, you bring this down, it'll be able to slide on in the middle there, right here. You can push it or you can clip it. I like to push it on to it like that. And then now you'll see everything is in line. And now the cockpit piece, you want it to be sticking out so that you can fit it between the wings. So it goes like that. And then you can do the rest of your stuff. You can fold this in. And that'll let it so that the wings, they actually have, there's these grooves in there and there's slots on here. Now you'll be able to actually push those together, and then the chest will be like the inside kibble is not all weird and diagonal. Now it's in straight lines. You got the backpack, you got nose cone, you got the cockpit, tip of the nose, and then the rest of the robot. Like I said earlier in the review, it's a really good figure. If you can find it for a decent price, I would go for it. I'm not a huge fan of the Prime aesthetic in this kind of G1-ified toy form, but out of the ones that I've owned, which have been RC, I sold her. Bulkhead, he's pretty good, but Skyquake, he's the best. I would recommend picking this up.